Welcome to the Open Jaw Pink Couch, and our topic today is pink, the color pink, the reason things are pink at Open Jaw, and the legacy of the pink color related to breast cancer. My guest today is Kimberly of the Breast Cancer Society of Canada. And Kimberly, I want to talk a little bit about how WinterBoob came to be.
Okay.
Before you tell us a little bit about how the money gets spent.
Fantastic.
When Suzanne and I started Open Jaw 19 years ago, we chose pink actually not because it's the breast cancer color. It wasn't the breast cancer color at that time. It wasn't even a fashionable color. We just used it because we thought it was kind of fun and different, and so many people in the industry are women. And then we thought a year or two later, once we launched, that we really wanted to give back. You know, we felt very blessed that we were doing this fun job in this fun industry, and we wanted to have an impact on the women. And we looked for some type of cause that was national, and of course breast cancer at that time still needed a lot of research, and so we chose breast cancer as our fundraising cause, and we launched WinterBoob. And we've done 13 WinterBoobs. And tell me what that means to you at the Society.
Well, for us, number one, thank you very much for everything you've done, and thank you for choosing us. It's been phenomenal for us over the years. Thanks to Open Jaw, you've raised over $500,000 towards breast cancer research. So
really?
It's our pleasure to present you with this award.
Oh my goodness.
To thank you very much for
everything
everything that you've done for us. For research, we're making such a huge difference in the lives of women with breast cancer. So there was a time where if you were diagnosed with breast cancer, it seemed like a death sentence. Mm-hmm. Now we can pretty much guarantee you by about 85% that you're seriously going to live way longer than 5 years. So we're really thrilled with the changes that research has made. One of the other groundbreaking things that's happened with research and the funding that people like yourselves and Open Jaw do for us.
Well, it's actually our viewers that have.
And the viewers, so thank you very much, everyone. One of the things that we have established is we initially thought there was 3 different types of breast cancer. Now we know there's 50.
50?
50. And each one of those can act slightly differently depending on the person who's been diagnosed. So we're thrilled with what's happening in the industry of research for breast cancer because we're now moving towards what we call precision medicine. So although your breast cancer might be the same as the next person's breast cancer, it acts a little bit differently, and we're able to adjust to that now, which is increasing longevity. It's increasing the amount of research that we do into metastatic, so it doesn't become metastatic.
I see.
We're catching it beforehand. So yes, really some really great research, and it's because of people like you and your supporters, so
yes,
thank you, that make these big changes for us.
Now, I'm curious, is the survival rate, can you say that the survival rate is now increasing? Is that
Absolutely.
A statistic that you can quote?
That is a statistic
yes.
we can quote, yep.
Yeah. And mammogram or no mammogram, I hear so much discussion and controversy around that. What does the going research say about it?
You know, the going research is still in 2 streams.
Oh.
Yeah, still there's research saying mammogram yes, and another research saying mammogram no. And until the researchers come to a definitive conclusion around that, I think you need to take the advice of your physician, your history. You know, if you've got specialists working with you, they're the ones that are the best ones to judge for your case in particular.
Interesting. A lot of course, because there are so many women in the industry, a lot of them have been touched by breast cancer. So to hear you say that the money goes directly to the research and you're making headway, I think it's really, really important for us to hear. Tell me what you're working on right now, or what the researchers that you're funding are working on right now.
The researchers that we're funding, there's some very exciting things going on. For example, we were funding one of our younger researchers. Always you want to make sure that you're building a pipeline of researchers so that the research that's being done out there isn't lost or stopped because we don't have a pipeline of new researchers. So we're one of the leaders in the industry, in breast cancer research industry, to make sure that there's a pipeline of younger researchers coming up. So one of them, we gave her a small grant, $25,000, for her to follow up on a theory that she thought might be right, and it is now actually translated into a multi-million-dollar grant, and it's probably going to be about 3 years before we see her total research. But we're very, very excited about what she's doing.
So obviously there's huge potential in what she
Huge
presented.
potential.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
So yeah, we have another young guy who's just won a large award from Lawson Research out in London, Ontario, which is an international research award on some of the work he's doing. That's really it's about to go into clinical trial, which is fantastic for Canadian women here. You want to be involved in a clinical trial if you can, because it will make a big difference. So yeah, once he launches his clinical trial, that will be all because of your type of support and your supporters out there. So thank you, because you're making a difference in people's lives every day.
Are the research results shared with other types of cancer
Yes, thank you for asking that question.
foundations,
Yes.
I guess?
Thank you for asking that question. I really appreciate it, because yes. So what we do as organizations, any organization that funds research into cancer in Canada, we share which grants we've issued, who we're funding, which projects, so that there is a shared knowledge base out there that measures and keeps track of where we're making advances. And sometimes some of that research that we do sort of in breast cancer, let's say, may cross over into another type of cancer. So they often pay attention to each other's research when it's completed. So it's a great network, and it's a bigger network than people seem to realize. And we do share resources, so we do not repeat, funding and that kind of thing.
I see. Thank you for what you're doing for all of us. Really.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your support. We can't do it without people like you and your supporters, so thank you.
This is for everyone out there watching. Thank you. And we'll have you back at WinterBoob this year to
Fantastic.
talk more about research. And
Love to.
we really, really appreciate you coming in today.
Well, thank you.